Welcome everybody back to Boost Motion, guys, and today we're going to talk about it. Q50 prices. What is the best price for you to actually purchase your Q50 in 2024? Now, I actually got this question from one of you guys who just watched my last video. You can check on my channel, and I was talking about all the reliability issues that may come with purchasing a Q50 in 2024, and pretty much the price targets that I recommended. But a lot has changed in just the last 2 months, so this will be an update for 2024 because Q50 prices continue to go down. So let's jump right into it. Let's go. So I've already always tell you guys the tool that I use. I always use Car Gurus. Now the reason why I use Car Gurus is what they do is they take the retail value and they'll just make a nice graph, line graph, to show how much the prices have changed over the years. So this is nothing new to my Boost Motion family, but this is just an update video. But it may really help you guys to see where your car or the car you're looking to purchase may be, or if you want to trade it in where you're at. Now, here's a disclaimer. If you own a Q50 right now, you're trying to trade it in, the dealers are going to lowball you like crazy. It's New Year. It's about to be tax season. They're going to want to make as much money as they can off of you. So even though your car might be selling for $25,000, they're going to offer you $12 to $15,000. So in some of these cases, it's best if you just keep the car or try to sell it privately. But not a lot of people have that much access to cash anymore, so they really strapped for this. So they rather probably not. So, but in some cases, if you are coming into this new platform, let's look at some of these prices. All right. So, one of the things that I want to break down here is right now it says 23,687. That is actually now the average price of what Q50s are going for between 2019 to 2024, and this does include the years, just the basis of Q50. I didn't actually pick any years yet. So to quickly go through it, we're gonna talk about 2014s and all the way up to 2023s. I'll make this video fast and very quickly, but if you guys could take a look, everything is in red here. Everything is in red. Let me make myself a little smaller so you don't have to look at my face that much. Let me make myself a little smaller. All right, cool, right here. Everything is in red, right? Everything is in red, and the column to the right is a year over year how much the prices of the cars have collapsed. Imagine if you know what? Let me not go through it right now. Let me do this properly and take our time. So let's plot the 2014 Q50. Remember, this applies to all Q50s. So this would be the 3.7, the hybrids, all of the Q50s that were made for that specific year. And we're gonna use let's take off this plot, the regular Q50 plot, and look how. Don't pay attention to anything from about March of 2020 till about June or March of 2022. Those 2 years really don't matter. Anything with these hills is an inflated prices because of low interest rates. We were going through a crazy time, but it's not truthful. It's not real. All cars, majority of almost all cars depreciate. Almost all of them do. So all this stuff that you guys, when I purchase your cars here, you did pay over. And if you still have that car note, you probably lost a lot now on the price you paid. So in about about June or July of 2022, the 2014 prices start to fully collapse. Someone paid that's the average price. Someone paid about $20,000 for this car about almost about a year and a half ago, right? Where I told you guys almost a year and a half ago that is way too expensive for a 2014 Q50, but the market was going there. Look where the 2014 was in the bottom of 2020, or even if you want to be a little fair, look what the car was December or January of 2020. The car was only worth $17,000, but you're gonna tell me almost 2 years later it's worth 20, and I've seen prices way higher than that. So the car price has crashed from the price of 20,000 all the way almost $15,000 now. $15,000. And year over year, the price of this car has decreased about 14%. In the last 90 days, 6%. So if any of you guys have purchased a 2014 Q50 in the last, I would say, year and a half, and you paid almost $20,000 for it, the car probably lost 20 to almost 50% of its value. The car is almost worthless now. No disrespect. I'm saying like it makes sense. It's a 10-year-old car, right? Now, let's plot in the 2016. This would also include the 3.0Ts, 2.0Ts, and Red Sports. And I believe they still was making hybrid there. Same thing again. As the years get newer, the starting plot will be a little bit more expensive. But we're talking about 2016 now. 2016, after 3 years of the depreciation, right? We were coming around here was January, and the average price of that car was um about 23,000 or 22.5, right? Don't pay attention to the middle, right? Once again, the top of July, that car was going for about $25,000. The car should have been depreciated way more than that. The car should have been in the teens by that time, but it never got there. Well, guess what? As of right now, a 2016 Q50, the average price is about 18,120 as a retail value. So you're gonna find prices that are above and below, but this is the average plotted price with all the models. And if you take a look, once again, 15% year over year. I know some people who probably spent $30,000 on a 2016 Q50 about a year ago, and their car is definitely worth half the price. Definitely worth half the price. I'm telling you, man, it's like the car market is full. I'm not saying that car dealerships are scammers or whatever, but what happened the last 2 3 years, whatever, is all BS. The fact that you could go to a dealer's auction right now and buy, if you want directly from dealer auction, you can buy a Q50 2016 for like $8,000, like 10 grand, like not even that much, maybe less. And these are cars that are not crashed, or they maybe have accidents, but they're not like salvage cars. You get these cars under in the four digits, but they're selling to you for almost double than that. So dealers are always gonna still make money regardless, no matter whatever you're gonna sit there and say. They're always gonna make money. Well, especially right now, they're gonna just offer you lower for your trade in, and then charge what the market is. It's all about numbers. All right. Now let's go to the 2018s. That's the model that everyone should actually care about the most, because that's when they did the body change. So your 2018 looks like a 2023. You see what I'm saying? And you save thousands of dollars. So remember, this is about a year after. This is still a plot of 2019. So the current depreciation right around that time was about $25,000. That car was supposed to continue to depreciate in the next 3 years into the teens. Well, guess what? At the top of July, well, actually, its peak was actually at the bottom of 2021. The peak, this car peaked at about $32,000, right? And then from then on, even from the other plot we used for other cars, it was still about 30,000. And then now the car is only worth 21.7, and it seems like it's still going to go down. And once again, in the last year over year, 16%, and in the last 90 days, 5%, in the last 30 days, 2%. So it still seems like it's slowing down, but it's still going down pretty quickly. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys who are watching right now. Most likely, there will be a little bit of a flat line coming up in the next 3 months, because people are gonna get their tax money back, and then the price, it may level off a little bit, but then it still has the same current depreciation, so it's still gonna go down. The car is 10 years old, guys. It's gonna continue to get more cheaper over time, right? That's just what they're supposed to do. Now, I want to plot in a couple of points. I do want to go to 2020, but I'm going to jump to the 2021. Shout out to Bradford White. Much love, brother. I think he said he had purchased a 2021. So let's take a look at that depreciation schedule, right? So it doesn't have any information before 2021, of course, because it's 2021. And I like the newer Q50s because they show you more of a normal depreciation schedule on how the car is supposed to depreciate. So 2021, the car was about average price was being sold for about $50,000. Normal depreciation. Then it leveled off for almost 6 months to 9 months. Gradually, at when they started increasing the rates or whatever, later 2021, they started having a normal depreciation. This is all normal depreciation. They leveled off a little bit early this year. You see right here where you see it leveled off right around February of 2023. Even though interest rates were still going up, guess what? This is all tax season. See what I'm saying? This is all tax season. People getting their tax money back. But after June of last year, prices just kept on going down. So the average price for 2021 is right around about $29,000. But here's the thing: the 2021 has almost a 19% year over year price decrease. That means in just a year alone, the car lost 20% of its value, right? And it's going to continue to go down if you add another year here. And we're going to overlap this with the 2022s. This is why I told you guys after 2020, there's really no purpose of buying these cars because they're the same car. You spend a lot of money. No disrespect to the people that was watching, but like it, there's no more depreciation. But you could have gotten a 2018, 2019 for cheaper, and it'll be like the same car, right? Let's overlap that with the 2022, which has lost a 22% decrease, right? Their prices are coming down. And then let's put in a 2023. Boom. 2023s have lost 26% year over year. That's normal. So that means when you purchase a 2020, a 2023, or 20 whatever model Q50, on average, it'll lose about, for most cars, usually it lose about 18 to 25% of its value. 18 is still, that's too high. I don't want to use that number because that's not a fair number to say. Usually, cars usually lose about, I believe, 5 to 15% of their total value in the first year. Maybe the reason why we have such a huge drop here is because interest rates are really high. A lot of people are strapped for money, and also the car is a lot older. So the Infinity dealerships are probably just trying to sell them, and even probably sell them discounted prices because they're just trying to get rid of the car. There's no more car shortages. You know what I'm saying? So that could be why it is that way. But here, taking a look at these numbers, it's on the paper. So where should you actually purchase? I'm still not going to recommend purchase any via any 2020 and on Q50s. You're still spending a lot of money for the same car. I still recommend purchasing a 2018 to 2019, maybe up to 2020. And I want to show you this one last thing. I'm going to plot all the numbers, right? Let's take a look. I'm going to plot all the numbers from 2016 to 2023. And I'm going to tell you guys, look for numbers that are intersect or very similar to each other, right? And let me change the date now to 2022, right? Set the date, update the chart, right? And now you can see how close the numbers are. So you tell me a 2016, look, 2016s are going for about, damn, wow, wow. I actually give you a new plot here. It's saying that since the start date of the 2020, excuse me, guys, because I actually had a number here. It had gave me. It said 2016 Q50. From the start date, it was 40,000, and it went down 66% over the start date. That's insane. This one says 56% over the start date. Um, this one doesn't give me a this one's 56%. This is actually cool. So it actually lets you know how much depreciation they have recorded since the start date of when this car came out. And the 2023s have 57%. No. Okay, it doesn't have the newer numbers, but I'm still trying to pick it up here. But these numbers are intersecting relatively easy and quickly. 2017s and 2016s are about the same price. You can see that the 2018, which is the yellow ones, the yellow one is a little bit above the 2016, and you can notice that the 2020s and the which is an orange, the 2021s are very similar in price. So I'm gonna still sit there and tell you guys, aim for the 2018s, aim for the 2018s, because the price is right around there. It's gonna be slightly above the 2016, 2017s, but it's gonna be a little cheaper than 2019s. So that's my best estimate. And not a lot of these intersected. Most of these stuff has not intersected. And let's throw the 3.7s in there, the good old 3.7s, and see where they are in there. And it says that I've reached the maximum. So let me bring down some of these. All right. And here is the 2014 to 2015s. They didn't include 2015 here, I guess. 2015s are green. You see what I'm saying? Right around that $15,000. You shouldn't be spending no more than $15,000 on a 3.7. I don't care, average price. And that's with high mileage. Mileage is going to be high on a 3.7. It's a 10-year-old car, so a high mileage Infiniti Q50 is definitely going to be over. I mean, a 3.7 is going to be over 100 grand, easy. Lower mileage will be like something like 50 or 60,000 miles. But that don't mean I'm gonna tell you guys to go out and spend $25,000 on a 2014 Q50 3.7. That's absolutely asinine. Don't do that. Um, and going by this for the 2016s, the purples, um, you might be able to find them in the mid teens, high teens here. As I said, the red sports are going to probably be high teens, low 20s. Mileage may be a little high, 60, 70, 80,000 miles. I don't think there's going to be much red sports above 100 grand. And I'm going to put on video right now. If anything here is like 140,000 miles or more, and especially a 2016 and older car, don't spend more than $20,000 on that car. I don't care if it's a 2020 and it has like 140,000 miles. No, that car has extensively way more mileage, and I know that these cars, they have issues. They have issues. I'm happy that the car made it that far, but I'd rather you guys save on the price of the car for the higher mileage, because the reliability is going to be sketchy at such a high amount of mileage for direct action and for direct injection vehicle VR30 with these type of turbos. I don't want you guys to run into anything. All right, so that's how I conclude this video. And yo, I want you guys to save your buck. Use tools like this online, and definitely use different ways of plotting the filters just to see where the mileage and tech and pretty much what the car price of the car would be. Also include this. Usually when you come from like the 3.0T Sport or Red Sport to just like the regular Lux or Premiums, you're gonna save at least a couple thousand. But here's the thing: you might want to buy, let's say, um, a 2020, let's say Lux, right? You find a 2020 Lux for like low mileage for like 30,000. I mean, for like $25,000, right? Right. Now let's say it's $22,000, right? You're like, okay, low, 25,000 for low mileage 2020 Lux, right? Super low mileage, like 15,000. But then you see like a 2018 Red Sport for like 26 with like 40,000 miles, right? I mean, and it's about this a little about the same price, or like a couple $1,000, about the same price. Which one should you actually really get? They're the same car. They look the same. It's just that one car doesn't have as much standard tech. Um, in that case, I understand why you would get the lower mileage depending on if you want to use it. But me, I would end up getting the Red Sport because it's the same car. I'm just going back a couple years just to get the better car. You get what I'm saying? That's just me, my personal opinion. But at the end of the day, I'm not really scared of miles. I'm just talking stuff. So anyway, guys, definitely hit the like button, subscribe with the bell notification, and definitely much love to all y'all for always continuing to support the channel. I hope you guys continue on your automotive journey. You guys take care. I appreciate you.